Okay, good day nurses. So the next topic that we will discuss guys is your cataracts, okay? And pag pinag-usapan natin ang cataracts guys, gusto ko lang isipin nyo si lens, okay? Bakit? Because sa cataracts guys, nag-o-occur siya when the lens becomes opaque, okay? 'Di ba? Ano ba ang trabaho ng lens guys? Ang function niya guys, 'di ba? Sabi natin during our first meeting guys na siya ang nagre-receive ng light, tama? And tinatransmit niya yung light na yun guys doon sa brain natin through the cranial nerve number 2 which is the optic nerve, tama? Then, yung light na tinatransmit ng optic nerve natin na papunta sa brain natin guys, yun na yung pinaprocess ng brain natin. That's why guys, nakakakita tayo ng object, okay? Kapag ang lens guys, opaque yan, then therefore guys, ang nare-receive niya na light guys ay distorted, tama? Distorted siya. So, yun yung natra-transmit doon sa brain natin through the optic nerve. That's why guys, ang nagpapakita or ang napraprocess ng brain natin guys is blurry siya or blurred siya because opaque ang ating lenses, tama? Parang sa camera lang guys, kapag merong dust, okay, pag may dust doon sa lens guys, kapag kumuha ka ng clip guys, 'di ba? Blurred ang nagpapakita. Ganun din ang nangyayari sa cataracts or sa eyes natin guys. Okay? And it can result guys into progressive vision loss. Okay? Your cataracts guys, it is an opacity of the lens that distorts the image projected onto the retina and that can progress to blindness. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina guys. And we have two types of cataracts, okay? We have primary and secondary, okay? When we say primary guys, ito yung nakuha natin yung cataracts due to aging or the senile cataract na tinatawag, okay? And also guys, kapag congenital cataract, okay? Meaning guys, pagkapanganak pa lang, doon sa baby guys, may cataract na siya. Meaning that is primary, okay? What else? Kapag ang reason guys is traumatic injury. So that is primary guys. When we say secondary, cataract naman guys, merong underlying condition si patient natin. Kaya siya nagkaroon ng cataract such as diabetes mellitus, maternal rubella, severe myopia. When we say myopia guys, that is nearsightedness. Okay, so severe nearsightedness. Then UV exposure, steroids use, chemo agents, and smoking. Okay? Then, the manifestation of your cataracts, guys, the early sign of your cataracts guys, is blurred or distorted central vision. Yun yung explanation ko kanina kung bakit nagkakaroon ng blurred or distorted central vision because of the opaque lens. Okay? What else? Decrease ang color perception rin, guys. Okay? Then, absence of red reflex. O, bakit absent ang red reflex, guys? Ano ba yung red reflex, guys? Diba? Pag nagpipicture kayo sa gabi, guys, then, lalong-lalo na kapag may flash, diba? Minsan, guys, na-observe natin na yung eyes natin, guys, meron siyang color red, tama? That's your lens, okay? Indicating, guys, na clear pa yung lens mo kapag merong red reflex na nakikita, okay? Kapag walang red reflex na nakikita, guys, then therefore, guys, possible guys na it is opaque, okay? Indicating guys na possible may cataract ka, okay? Or hindi clear ang lens, okay? Then, we have also the diplopia, that is the double vision na tinatawag guys. And it is not painful, okay? Then, nagre-reduce din guys ang visual acuity. O, paano na ulit natin ina-assess ang visual acuity? Through the Snellen chart, diba? And the normal vision guys is kailangan 20/20, okay? Then may have appear milky or white doon sa eyes ng ating patient, okay? Then glare from bright lights and it is painless guys. Then lastly guys, the brunescence, okay? The color values shift to yellow brown, okay? For example guys, color red yan, then kapag may cataract ka guys, nagiging yellow brown siya, okay? So now, what is our diagnostic tool, okay, to diagnose cataracts? Okay, so we have three guys. We have this Snellen visual acuity, so that guys, matedetermine natin kapag matedetermine natin kung nagre-reduce ba ang visual acuity ng ating patient, okay? Then secondly guys, we have the ophthalmoscopy. O when we say iscopy guys, 'di ba? We are seeing something, tama? So tinitignan natin or ine-examine natin yung ophthalmic or the eyes of our patient, okay? And lastly guys, the slit lamp biomicroscopic examination. O dito sa slit lamp biomicroscopic examination guys, we are examining the internal of the eyes of our patient. Okay? Then for the management naman guys, the definitive management for your cataracts guys is surgical procedure. So meron tayong iba't ibang surgical procedure na ginagawa guys. We have the phacoemulsification, intracapsular extraction, and lastly guys, we have your intracapsular extraction. Okay, itong tatlong to guys, ang ginagawa nitong tatlong to guys ay ina-address nila yung lens. Okay, so isa-isahin natin. Okay, so for your phacoemulsification guys, the lens is broken up by the ultrasonic vibration and extracted. So ang nangyayari guys, binebreak nila yung lens. Okay, binebreak nila yung lens guys by the use of ultrasonic vibration. Then sa kanila ini-extract yung lens. Okay, that is your phacoemulsification. Okay, when we say intracapsular extraction naman guys, the lens and capsule guys are completely removed. O maalala nyo pa ba si capsule? That is the ano yan guys, yan yung transparent na nakalagay outside of our eyes, di ba? So, yung lens and capsule are removed guys, that is intracapsular extraction. Si extracapsular extraction naman guys, the lens are removed without removing the capsule. Okay? In summary guys, lahat ng procedure na to, ang ginagawa nila guys ay nire-remove nila yung lens. Tama? Sir, paano din sir? Wala na siyang lens? Okay. Ang ginagawa nila guys, pagka-remove ng lens, naglalagay sila ng artificial lens. Okay? Yung clear na and hindi na opaque. Okay? So, artificial lens na ang nilalagay dyan guys. Na clear and not opaque. Okay? Then, since surgical procedure ang definitive na management for the cataracts guys, syempre, meron tayong mga preoperative care. Tama? So, you need to instruct guys the patient not to touch the eyes to decrease contamination. Okay? You need to administer also guys antibiotics, okay? Or prophylactic antibiotics guys. So that guys to prevent contamination. Okay? And you need to administer mydriatics guys to ang ginagawa ng mydriatics na medication guys is dinadilate niya yung pupil, okay? This is a pre-op medication guys. Oh, bakit kailangan sir na magbigay ng mydriatics? Okay? 'Di ba? Ang sabi pinapadilate niya yung pupil. So that guys, pag sinergery, kasi 'di ba this is a pre-op medication. So that guys, pag sinergery na si patient guys, dilated yung pupil. So, mas makikita niya ngayon yung isa-surgery niya guys. Parang sa analogy guys, parang magbigay ka muna ng mydriatics para mag-open yung door. Okay? Mag-open yung door so that guys, makapasok si surgeon and ma-surgery niya yung patient natin ng maayos and accurate. Okay? That is the goal of the mydriatics. Okay? To dilate muna the pupil before siyang ma-surgery. Okay? Then, we have also guys, the cycloplegics. This is given din guys before this surgery. Okay? The cycloplegics guys, this is a muscle relaxant. Okay? This is a muscle relaxant guys na nire-relax niya yung ciliary muscle. Okay? The ciliary muscle. So that guys, pag sinergery, si patient na guys, relax ang kanyang eyes, hindi nagmo-move. Okay? Or walang movement na nangyayari. Kasi ang tendency guys, kapag hindi relax ang eyes guys, then therefore possible mag-move yan. Tama? Yes. So, mahihirapan ngayon si surgeon guys na i-surgery or i-remove yung lens and i-replace ng bago na lens. Okay? Then, ano ba yung mga example ng ating mydriatics guys? We have the niacynephrine, atropine, scopolamine, cyclopentolate, and lastly guys, the tropicamide. Okay? Ano yung madalas na lumalabas sa mga examination guys? Si atropine. Okay? Ito yung madalas kong na-encounter guys during college ko. Okay? In terms of mydriatics. Okay? Si Myotics naman guys, di ba? Maalala nyo pa si Myotics? Ano ang ginagawa niya guys, di ba? It constrict naman. Okay, so baliktad sila guys. Ano yung pinaka-common na Myotics guys? We have your pilocarpine. Huwag nyo kakalimutan yun guys, and huwag kayong mako-confuse. Okay? Then we have also antimicrobial guys such as gentamicin, neosporin, and chloroptic eye drops. Okay? So ano yung pinaka-common naman dyan sir? Si gentamicin. Okay? Then we have also guys your post-op care. Okay? This is after the surgery naman na guys. Okay? So you need to administer antibiotics guys, so that guys ma-prevent ang contamination, okay? And also anti-inflammatory or corticosteroids naman guys to decrease naman the inflammation, okay? Since na surgery yan guys, then magi-inflame talaga yan, so you need to administer anti-inflammatory or corticosteroids, okay? Then wear glasses to protect the eyes, okay? Yung glasses na sinasabi nila dito guys, hindi yung reading glasses, okay? Yung glasses guys na pang PPE, okay? That's the glasses na sinasabi dito guys to protect the eyes. Kasi nga na surgery yung eye, tama? So, and also guys, you need to elevate the head of bed at 30 to 45 degrees to decrease the IOP or the intraocular pressure. Then, you put eye patch for 24 hours doon sa na opera na side ng eyes. Okay, so kailangan guys mag-eye patch muna for 24 hours so that guys wala munang movement na maganap doon sa eyes na opera sa atin. Okay? Then, position client's belongings to non-operative side so that guys makita niya kung nasan yung mga gamit niya, tama? Common sense guys, syempre alangan din ilalagay mo pa dun sa na-opera na side, mag-eye patch pa nga si patient, di ba? Then orient the client to the environment. So you need to orient the client to the environment guys. Kung nasan yung cabinet, ano yung mga nasa paligid niya, like andyan ba yung IV pole niya, yung electric fan, ganyan mga electricity, so that guys, hindi niya mabangga, okay? And hindi further cause ng injury sa patient natin, okay? Then, kapag kakain naman si patient guys, we can use yung tinatawag na clock, di ba? So for example, andito yung spoon mo sa 8 PM, parang ganon guys, okay? Alam niyo naman na yun, tama? Yes. Then, avoid Valsalva maneuver. Okay? Because this increases IOP, guys. Okay? Then, take measure to prevent constipation. Okay? Kasi it increases IOP. Okay? Then, you need to promote ambulation then, guys. Okay? Then, turn the client to the back or non-operative side. So, kailangan, guys, sa non-operative side. Then, avoid eye straining, rubbing, or placing pressure so that guys hindi magkaroon ng contamination and also bleeding since kaka-opera lang ng patient natin. Okay? What else? Do not lift objects heavier than 5 pounds because it can increase intraocular pressure. Lalo na guys, kaka-surgery lang ng patient natin. Okay? Then, you need to watch out for sudden eye pain. Okay? This signifies, guys, increase in IOP. So, kapag may sudden eye pain, guys, meaning, guys, increase na ang IOP ng patient natin. And, also, guys, you need to watch out for restlessness. Okay? Kapag restless yung patient natin. And, kapag nag-increase ang pulse ng patient natin. Then, lastly, guys, kapag may bright red drainage in the dressing. Okay? Bakit, guys? Because it indicates bleeding, guys. Okay? So, kasi 'di ba mag-eye patch muna yung patient natin. So kapag may bright red drainage doon guys, you need to report to the healthcare provider, okay? So lahat ng to guys, you need to watch out all of this guys. And kapag may nangyari dito, kahit isa lang guys, you need to immediately report it to the healthcare provider, okay? And that is all guys for your cataracts, okay? I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, good day nurses. So for today, we will discuss your macular degeneration. O when we say macular degeneration, ano ba ang nangyari dyan? From the word itself guys, nag-degenerate daw ang macula, tama? Yes, okay? And sa retina mo guys, di ba? During our first meeting guys, meron niyang 3 components, tama? We have your rods, we have the cones, and also the macula. Tama? Yes. Your rods guys, that is responsible for your night vision. Si cons guys, that's responsible for the colors. Si macula naman guys, siya ang responsible for central vision. So, gusto kong isipin mo guys, pag pinag-usapan natin si macular degeneration guys, ay yung central vision. Since sabi kay macular degeneration guys, nag-degenerate daw ang macula. As a result guys, ano ba ang function niya for central vision? So, nawawalan ng central vision ang patient natin na may macular degeneration. So, ano ba ang nangyari dyan, sir? There is drusen na nangyari, okay? There is a yellow deposits of lipids and proteins doon sa retina, okay? Or malapit sa retina, okay? What else? Nagkaroon ng atrophy or tissue cell death. Okay? Then, subretinal hemorrhage din, guys. Okay, when you say subretinal hemorrhage, may bleeding sa baba ng retina. Okay? So, there is bleeding. So, yan yung nangyari kay macular degeneration. Okay? So, your macular degeneration, guys, it is a deterioration of the macula. Okay? The area of the central vision. O, yun na yung diniscuss natin kanina. Okay? But, peripheral vision is usually okay. Okay? And, your macular degeneration, guys, is irreversible. So, wala ka nang magagawa, guys. Kapag nagkaroon ka ng ganyan, forever ka nang may ganyan. Especially in dry AMD. Okay, so meron kasi tayong two types ng iyong macular degeneration. We have the wet and we have the dry. Okay, and walang treatment dito, guys. Only monitoring. Okay, so what are the risk factors, sir, kung bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng macular degeneration? Okay, so madami tayong risk factors, guys, lahat ng to. Pero ang ginagawa lang nito, guys, ay the macula doesn't get enough healthy blood supply. So, as a result, the retina damage over time, okay? Such as increasing age. O yan yung sinasabi natin na wear and tear. Okay? So, nag-degenerate yung cell doon sa retina, guys, resulting into retinal damage over time. Then, smoking history. O, di ba? When we say smoking, guys, di ba nakakapag-constrict yan, tama? So, the oxygen supply decreases in the retina. Okay? And, hypertension. O, the hypertension naman, guys, it damages the tiny retinal blood vessels. As a result, guys, there is poor perfusion na nangyayari. Okay? Then, overweight naman, guys, is when we say overweight, guys, di ba? When we are obese, guys, it is associated daw with poor circulation, di ba? Kasi kapag obese tayo, guys, malapot ang dugo, tama? Yes. Then, hyperopia, when we say hyperopia naman, guys, it is farsightedness, meaning, guys, mas nakikita mo yung object, guys, kapag malayo ka, okay? The eye structure may cause thinner retina and altered blood supply. Then, lastly, guys, is the familial incidence, okay? So, it is genetically prone, guys, okay? Then let's discuss na yung two types of your macular degeneration. Okay, so we have the dry and the wet. When we say dry, guys, literal na dry, okay? There is no fluid or bleeding in the macula, okay? And it is characterized by non-neovascular, non-exudative. Meaning, guys, when we say non-neovascular, guys, wala daw bagong blood vessels, tama? Wala daw bagong blood vessels. And it is non-exudative, meaning, guys, hindi nag-a-accumulate ng fluid. Okay? So, sa dry, guys, it is gradual onset. So, it happens slowly over time. And it is age-related, guys. And there is no treatment. Okay? What else? Ano pa ang nangyayari kay dry, guys? Nag-atrophy yung tissue cell, guys. Nagiging thin and namamatay sila, guys. Okay? What else? There is gradual blocking of the retinal capillaries. We all know, guys, sa capillaries, dito nagflow yung mga blood natin, tama? So, the blood flow to macula becomes less or poor, okay, kapag may blockage. What else? Macular drusen may cause causing gradual decrease in central vision. Anong ibig niya sabihin, guys, di ba? Sabi natin kanina, guys, si drusen, guys, that's the yellow deposits of your lipids and proteins. So, nagko-coalesce daw sila, guys, or nag-accumulate sila, guys. Mas nagpa-progress na sila, or mas nag-exacerbate na sila, nagko-coalesce na sila. Okay? Causing gradual decrease in central vision. Okay, what else? Missing letters in words, blank spots, geographic atrophy, and retinal pigment epithelial abnormalities may appear. Okay, for example, guys, yung missing letters in words, ganito siya, guys. For example, house dapat, pero ang nakikita na lang yung ni patient, guys, is ganito na lang siya. Okay? Then, si wet naman, guys, it is characterized naman by neovascular and exudative. Meaning guys, merong nabubuong bagong blood vessel and nag-a-accumulate siya ng fluid. Okay? It is abrupt onset. So meaning it happens suddenly. Okay? And there is serous detachment na nangyayari. Bakit guys? Since there is fluid build up na nangyayari guys, the fluid can leave the retina. So as a result, the retina separates from its base. Okay, that's the serous detachment na tinatawag. Okay, and it is characterized by the development of an abnormal choroidal neurovascular network beneath the macula. So there is new, since neovascular, merong bagong blood vessel, tama? So there is new blood vessels grow under the macula, but these vessels are weak and abnormal. Okay, then these vessels leak fluid and bleed, okay, causing edema and the development of fibrosis. So the visual changes can occur rapidly, okay? Ano pa makikita natin sa wet guys? There is straight lines appear crooked and distorted, okay, resulting macular deciform scar causes a loss of central vision. So ang ibig sabihin ng straight lines appear crooked and distorted guys, that is your metamorphosia. Okay? So now, what's the medical management naman of your macular degeneration? Okay? So there is no known cure for dry AMD. Okay? Sa wet type of macular degeneration naman guys, we can administer ranibizumab and bevacizumab. Okay? Ang ginagawa nitong medication na to guys, ini-stop niya yung growth of abnormal blood vessels. O di ba? Kasi sa wet guys, nagkakaroon ng neovascular, meaning may bagong na-form na blood vessels, tama? So, ang gamot na to, ini-stop niya yung growth of abnormal blood vessel. Okay, what else? Pwede rin ang laser therapy, photodynamic therapy to seal leaking blood vessels para ma-stop yung bleeding na nangyayari kay wet. Di ba? May bleeding kasi na nangyayari guys, di ba? So, laser therapy and photodynamic therapy to seal the leaking blood vessels, okay? So, and your nursing management guys, we have the Amsler grid naman guys, okay? So this is done guys once a week, okay? Once a week lang siya guys, your Amsler grid. And your Amsler grid guys, this is for monitoring only, okay? So that guys, ma-monitor mo kung nagpa-progress na siya ng nagpa-progress. So ganito yung abnormal result dito kay Amsler grid guys, okay? And that is all guys for your macular degeneration. I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.